Hey YouTubies, it's Jenny. Today is February 18th, 2011. I haven't done a vlog in like forever. Um, yeah, the reason why I'm actually doing this vlog is because my birthday is on Sunday the 20th, and Rob went out and bought me the Michael Jackson Experience game for the Wii. And let me tell you what, I've said it in previous vlogs, I haven't done any exercise since my surgery. That was the best workout of my life. It was so much fun. I mean, like, seriously, I joked around and I said, actually, what I did was I webcammed ourselves. Well, he did like 2 songs. I did like 5 or 6. I webcammed myself doing them all. Yeah, white people shouldn't dance. But that's besides the point. I had a lot of fun, and that's all that matters. I don't care. Um, there's a lot to talk about. Okay. Um, I weighed myself this morning and I'm 175, which brings me down. I lost 155 pounds since September 3rd, 2009. And again, today is February 18th, 2011. Wow. Okay, there's some stuff I do want to talk about that is actually serious. Real quick before I get to the serious part, I do want to mention my mom did have her surgery on the 21st of September of 2010. And she's doing phenomenal. You know, the weight's not coming off as fast as she thought, you know, it was going to, but she is doing phenomenal, and she looks great and feels great, and she's got a lot of more energy than she used to, and I'm really proud of her. So kudos to Mom. Yeah, okay. Going into this surgery, I knew there was going to be a lot of changes, not just physically, but like mentally, emotionally, psychologically, you know, reading up about people who had surgery, you know, their experiences, things like that. There was a lot that I've read, and I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen to me. Yeah, I'm not going to be one of those people, blah, 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 blah. Previous vlogs, you know, I'm one of those people that can pretty much eat whatever, not get sick, except chicken. I don't, if you just heard a meow, that's my female cat. She's in heat, and I'm about to throw her out to the street cats. But, no, not really. I wouldn't do that to her. But, yeah, she's getting on my nerves. But anyway, wow, okay. There was a vlog I did back in November. It was November 29th, I think it was. It wasn't the proudest vlog that I've made, and I wasn't too happy with the vlog. The day after I made that vlog, I woke up and I felt a little bit funny. I was drinking that night, the night before, and I wasn't too, you know, I woke up the next day, and I wasn't feeling all that great, and I had a little bit of coffee, and, you know, I'm not supposed to drink caffeine, but I was anyway, because I'm a rebel, and I do whatever I want, you know, and whatever. I woke up the next morning, I had a little bit of coffee, and I had a little bit of Mountain Dew, regular Mountain Dew, not diet, and I shouldn't be even drinking soda, but whatever. I was sitting at my computer here. I was at my computer, but I was on Facebook on my phone. Whatever, my iPhone. Anyway, so all of a sudden I started to feel like really weird. Like I started to get dizzy, lightheaded. My hands got real clammy. I felt like I couldn't breathe. My heart started to race really bad, you know, and I jumped up out of the chair, told Rob to call 911 because I've never felt anything like that in my life. Paramedics came, you know, firemen came first, then the paramedics came, they rushed me to the hospital. They classified it as, my heart rate was like 140 something, whatever, it was high. They classified it as holiday heart syndrome, which I don't know if anybody's ever heard of, but basically what it is, it's, you know, people tend to drink more around the holidays, and they binge drink, and their heart, I never knew this, but sometimes when you drink, it actually causes an irregular heartbeat, and they classified it as that, and they sent me home, okay? That Monday, I went to my doctor. I had a Holter monitor. I had to do a Holter monitor for 24 hours, which is a thing they hook up, you know, to your chest and different parts around here. And you have to wear this little thing. It looked like a Walkman, and it records your heartbeat, you know, for 24 hours. And I had an echocardiogram done. Thankfully, everything came out fine. Since November 30th, when I had this episode, I proceeded to have these symptoms like, I pretty much felt like I was having a heart attack. I was going to die. Clammy hands, dizziness, just really odd, off the wall feelings that I've never felt before. So I went to my family doctor, explained to her everything. I told her, she thought maybe I was depressed, and I told her, I wasn't depressed. I don't want to be put on antidepressants because I've been on them, and I don't like the way they make me feel. They make me feel like a zombie. I have no emotion to anything. I refuse to be on them. So she actually wrote me out a script for Xanax, which helped a lot. Whenever I would start getting these weird feelings, I would take one, and, they were the lowest dose. They were like the 0.5s. I would take one. Sometimes one would help. Sometimes I would have to take 2 or 3 to actually, relieve the symptoms that I was having. She suggested to me to call the mental health number on the back of my medical card. So after kicking and screaming, because, to me, mental health, it makes me think I'm crazy, I finally decided to do it. I went to see a psychiatrist it'll be 2 weeks on Monday. Today's Friday. And, I had a visit with her. It was like an hour and a half, 2-hour visit. She classified me from the information that I gave her. They ask everything, every experience you've had in your life, and there's things about me that I don't really want to talk about, but I will. When I was growing up, I was very depressed. I attempted suicide a few times as a teenager. I just wanted to end my life. I felt at that time like I just didn't want to live. I had nothing to live for. Now I'm at a point in my life where I'm scared to die. I'm afraid to die. I'm so afraid. And as a Christian, I shouldn't feel that way, but I am, because I am human. But anyway, after this 2-hour, session with her, she basically told me that everything that I said to her and all the symptoms that I've been having are symptoms of what's called panic attacks. I suffer from panic attacks, severe panic attacks. And she prescribed me Klonopin, which the first few days I took helped a lot. They were a low dose, it was a 0.5. First few days, I was supposed to take it twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. The first few days, everything was fine. This was a Monday when I started taking them. By Wednesday, symptoms started coming back again. I started having those feelings, this, that, and the other thing. So I called her. She said the next time I come in, which is 2 weeks from now, we're going to talk about increasing my dose. She also classified me as, I'm sorry, not classified. She diagnosed me with bipolar disorder, which I don't think has anything to do with the surgery because I've always been a very moody person. But I've never seen a psychiatrist before besides the one I had to see for the surgery, and that's just strictly for the surgery. It's not for anything else. So I have to have some blood work done. I have to talk to a psychotherapist, which I go on March 1st for that. A lot of it could possibly be from drinking. Another thing is, over the year 2010, I did a lot of drinking. I had what's called a transfer addiction. I transferred my addiction from a food to drinking alcohol, and I did a lot of it. And I did a lot of damage to myself, not just physically, but I did damage to relationships that I had with people, friendships, that I had with people. And the best way for me to describe it really is 2010, I was on a mental high, and everything came crashing down around me. But because I was so high, not actually high, but just on this mental high, that I didn't care, and I didn't even notice that my whole world was crashing down around me. On New Year's of this past New Year's, I had one of those episodes with my heart, and, I had the heart palpitations, and I got rushed to the hospital again. They pretty much confirmed then that I do suffer from anxiety and stuff. But they're just doctors at the hospital. They're not psychiatrists. So they really couldn't give a real diagnosis. So I pretty much gave up drinking. A friend of mine brought something to me brought up something to me, and I never really thought about it until she said it. You know, I used to be 330 pounds, and I was, you know, being 330 pounds, you can handle a lot of alcohol. Now I'm 175. I was still drinking like I was 330 pounds, and my body couldn't handle it, which this cat better shut up because I'm going to throw her outside. Seriously. So that had a lot, I think that probably had a lot to do with, you know, the heart palpitations, the panic attacks, you know, things like that. And alcohol can actually bring on panic attacks, which I didn't know about. And another thing with drinking alcohol, some people's heart rate actually increases, others it actually lowers their heart rate. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people where my heart rate increases. And I found out if your heart starts beating over 100, that's when you start to feel, you'll start to feel the heart go. If it's under 100, you really won't feel it. But as far as I know, I don't have any other medical problems. Like I said, I do have to go for some blood work. They just want to make sure that, you know, all my vitamin levels are, you know, okay. I did stop taking my vitamins for a while, but I am actually back on taking my meds. So that's what's really been going on with me. And I haven't really sat down since this diagnosis. I really haven't sat down and watched my vlogs. But I'm getting my life back together now. You know, I'm more clear-headed. Mending relationships with people that, you know, it was a fault of my own. You know, I did and said things to people that, you know, because I was always drunk all the time and I was on this mental high, you know, I thought it was okay and it wasn't okay. And I hurt a lot of people and I didn't intentionally mean to do it. And now, you know, getting myself back together, I'm getting my life back together. Rob and I are back together. We got back together actually on my dad's birthday, December 20th. We're actually re-engaged. It's not the same ring. It's not the same ring that I had because, you know, we got rid of that ring because I told him if, you know, him and I were ever get back together, I didn't want it to be the same ring because to me that was a flawed relationship. It was tainted and I wanted a new relationship. So the ring he actually got me, it was like kind of like one of these like, the way everything happened, you know, with the Olive Garden and everything just kind of happened and it was a real cold night and, you know, one thing led to another and we ended up back together. Then we ended up back re-engaged and we're running around trying to find a ring, you know, and we ended up at Kmart and, you know, got this little ring, you know, which it's not like, you know, it's not an actual engagement ring, but to me right now, you know, it means more to me than what the other ring meant and what it represented. So we're back together. Everything is going wonderful. You know, I appreciate him more than I ever did before. You know, so that's awesome that we're back together. I really don't go out and do too much anymore. I changed my work schedule. I no longer work Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. I work Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., which sucks getting up at 4 in the morning every day, but it feels awesome getting out at 2:30. It's great. And I really don't miss my Mondays off because seriously, like, I'll sit home and watch Jerry Springer and Maury Povich all day. And the conclusion that I've come to is everybody cheats on everybody and nobody knows who their father is. Like, that's the only conclusion that I come to. So yeah, so I'm actually doing really, really well. I hope this vlog, besides the one that me and Rob made the night that Cliff Lee got signed back to the Phillies, which, yeah, that was the night I was wearing my Holter monitor and I was drinking that night and still everything turned out okay, but whatever. Everything's fine in my life right now. Like, everything's getting back to normal. And I'm very happy in life right now. You know, like I said, I appreciate Rob. I'm appreciating the relationships that I have with people. You know, I've made friends over the course of the year. That you know, the friendships I have, I value a lot. My job moved. You know, there was the campus and then there was where I was. We all merged together, so I'm back with all my old coworkers that I used to work with. So that's cool too. So I'm not gonna say I love my job, But I mean, I appreciate my coworkers. I love my coworkers. They're not even coworkers. They're like my family to me. You know, they're friends, great friends. Um, so I think that's really all I have to. Oh, real quick before I go, two things actually. I don't know if you can see it, but I got another piercing here, and I cut all my hair off. It's all gone. Look, it's all gone. It's all gone. I like it. It's easier to manage and it's healthier. Um, so yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm probably gonna be due for my next tattoo soon. So a neighbor down the street of mine passed away. He was kind of like a father to me and Rob, and he passed away from he had lung, spinal, and brain cancer. And I'm not trying to depress anybody, but he was a really good friend of ours, and he was like a dad to us. He was a big golfer. He loved golf, and I want to get a tattoo for him, and I want to get a golf ball with angel wings on the back, like, you know, and like maybe like on a cloud or something. I'm going to get it possibly on the inside of my right ankle because I already have a tattoo on that side. So yeah, so I think I've said everything I needed to say. Not all of it was surgery related, but I'm sure some people were wondering what's going on in my life. I'm fine. I'm going to be the big 29 in 2 days, which I'm really depressed about. I don't want to be the 29 because then that means I'll be 30 next year. And I'll have a total weepathon. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go, and I hope everybody has a really good weekend. I'm off Monday for President's Day. So I hope everybody else is off too. So I'll be sitting home watching Jerry Springer and Maury Povich. Yeah, so all right, well, that's about it. Hope everybody has a good weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye.